Raza, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment in each case?
Yes, ma'am, he will.
Espérese. No hables que ya le preguntaron.
Mr. Lopez Famias, in cause number 23, DCCR 1413, you're charged with the second degree felony offense
Felonía de segundo grado
of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon
de agredir con
from June
con una arma
18th of 2023.
del 18 de junio del 2023.
And how do you plead to that
¿Y
charge?
cómo se declara? ¿Cómo se declara?
Guilty or not guilty?
¿Culpable o no culpable?
Guilty.
Guilty. Are you pleading guilty
¿Se está
freely
declarando
and
a su
voluntarily?
propia voluntad?
Oh, sí?
Yes.
I have here on the tablet
Tengo aquí en la tableta
some documents that
unos
have your
documentos
signature on
que
them.
tienen su firma.
Before you sign
Antes
these,
de que usted
did you
lo
go over
firma,
them with Ms.
¿Te los
Peraza
explicaron con su abogada
and the interpreter?
y su traductora?
And just like that, we're in plea territory. Waiving the formal reading might sound small, but it signals something big. This isn't headed for trial. This is a negotiated landing. The real question is, how soft is that landing going to be? Second-degree felony, aggravated assault, deadly weapon. That combination can carry serious time. We're talking up to 20 years in many jurisdictions. So when you hear what happens next, keep that sentencing range in mind. And here's a layer people forget about: immigration consequences. A guilty plea doesn't just...
¿Me entender? Sí.
Yes. And do you fully understand those documents that
¿Y
you
si
signed?
entendió los documentos que firmó? Sí, diga sí o no.
Sí.
Yes.
And do you understand if
Y
I follow
entiende
the
que si
agreement
sigo
that you made
los papeles que firmaron
with the district attorney that
con
you'll
la
be giving up
fiscalía, entonces va a dar
any right to appeal?
cualquier derecho de apelar su caso. ¿Sí entiende?
Okay.
Que no va a poder apelar su caso.
Oh, no. Ok.
If I
Okay.
follow the agreement, you
Sí.
cannot appeal.
¿Sí entiende?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. Do you also understand, if
También
you're not a
entiende
U.S.
que si no es
citizen,
ciudadano americano,
that a plea of guilty or no
que culpa-
contest
que venir a hacerse culpable
may result in
puede
your
resultar en una
deportation,
deportación
exclusion from
sin
admission to the
volver a entrar al
country,
país
or denial of
y le
naturalization
pueden
under federal
negar
law?
que vaya a arreglar. ¿Entiende?
Sí.
Yes.
And it's for, this one's not written on, it's for 2 years.
It's, so I had asked it how long it was, and
Está diciendo que le
I
preguntaron
guess
que
there
cuánto
wasn't
tiempo
an
le
actual
iban
number, so I just
Okay,
put time
vamos a-
served, because that was
So,
the,
se me hace que le van a dar
Well, I
tiempo
can't just
servido,
spend on
pero
something time served. I
no
have to.
sé
yeah,
específicamente
that
que
was one of the,
I'm okay with 2 years. If it's got more, you want to, I prefer to send him closer to the actual time he has. I think he's got more than 2 years.
He has
no sé
25
porque
months, so.
hizo
minimum of-
25
But 2 years.
So,
25 meses ya.
So do you understand
Entiende, señor,
the agreement will be for a 2-year term
que van a ser 2 años
in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections?
en la prisión de
You need to
Texas.
write to,
Que tengo que hacerle.
but you have enough.
Stay in criminal court. For non-citizens, it can trigger deportation proceedings. That means this decision isn't just about prison time. It's potentially about what country you're allowed to live in. Heavy stakes. Here's the twist. 2 years in prison, but he already has 25 months of credit. That means time served. He's effectively walking out with a prison sentence that's already been completed. That's not luck. That's negotiation strategy. This language right here, it's courtroom armor. Freely and voluntarily. Mentally competent. Judges repeat it like a ritual.
Pero
Credit
tiene suficiente crédito
to cover all of that time.
para cubrir todo ese tiempo.
Ok.
Is that your
¿Sí
understanding?
entiende?
Sí.
Yes.
State tenders number 1 in each case.
objection.
It's admitted in each case. Is there any evidence that
Está
Mr.
preguntando
Lopez
si hay
Famias is not?
evidencias.
No, you're wrong.
Y dice que
All
no.
right, oh wait, I didn't go through the second case. Mr. Lopez Famias,
Señor
in
López
cause number
Famias,
23,
causa
DCCR
número DCCR
1414, you're also charged with a
También
second
están
degree
acusados
felony
con segunda
of aggravated assault with a deadly
de
weapon
agresión con una arma
from June 18th of
del
2023.
18 de junio del 2023.
And how do you plead to
¿Y
that
cómo se
charge?
declara ese cargo?
¿Vale?
Guilty.
And again, are you pleading
Y otra vez
guilty
está-
freely and
se está declarando
voluntarily?
culpable
voluntariamente.
Yes. I also have documents in
También
that
tengo
case
documentos en ese
here on the
caso,
tablet
en la
that
tableta,
have your signature on them,
tienen
but the
su
state's
firma.
marked as exhibit number
Viene
1.
puesto como exhibito número 1.
Did you go over those with Ms.
Les-
Perazo and the
les explicaron ese
interpreter as
papeleo
well?
con su abogada y con la traductora también. Yes, yes, ¿sí o no?
Sí, sí.
Yes. And do you fully understand them
También
as well?
entendió ese papeleo.
Sí.
Yes.
All right, so state tenders number 1 in each case, Ms. Perazo.
No objection.
It's admitted in
El papeleo
each
también.
case.
Y ya sometieron el papeleo de los dos casos.
Mr. Lopez
Señor
Pamias, I'm going to
López Panelas,
find
voy a encontrar
that you entered your plea of
que
guilty in
entró
each of your
cada-
cases freely and
Sí.
voluntarily.
que entró las firmas de cada de los dos papeles por su propia voluntad.
Find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature
Entendió los
and the
dos,
consequences of your
papeles.
plea.
Listen closely to this language. Freely and voluntarily, mentally competent, understands the consequences.
Because it protects the plea from being overturned later. If Mr. Lopez ever claims he didn't understand the deal, this transcript says otherwise. And this is where sentencing math matters. 2 separate aggravated assault cases. 2 2-year sentences. But they run concurrently, meaning at the same time, not back to back. That difference is everything. Consecutive time would double it. Concurrent makes it survivable. Do you think most people understand how massive that distinction is?
Judges say this for one reason: to bulletproof the conviction. If this ever gets challenged, this exact moment is what shuts. That door to
Your
Papeleos
plea.
que firmó y las consecuencias que vienen con ellos.
Find sufficient evidence to
Que
find you
suficiente
guilty.
evidencia para hallarlo culpable.
And in cause number 23, DCCR 1413,
1413,
find you guilty of
Lo
aggravated
encontramos
assault with a deadly weapon.
culpable de agresión con una arma.
Sentence
Y
you
lo
to 2
sentenciamos
years
a 2 años
in prison.
en prisión.
You will receive credit
Va a
on that
recibir
sentence
crédito en esa
for any
sentencia
time that you've
por
been in
cualquier tiempo
custody
que ha estado en custodia
that the law gives you
que
the
la
right to
ley le da
receive.
de recibir.
There will be an
Va a haber
affirmative finding of a deadly
Un
weapon.
hallado que sí trae una arma.
And then in cause number
Y en la causa
23,
23,
DCCR
DCR
1414, also find sufficient
también
evidence to find you
suficiente
guilty.
evidencia de hallarlo culpable.
And at this time,
Y
find
en
you
este
guilty of
tiempo
aggravated
ponemos
assault with a deadly
culpable de
weapon.
agresión con una arma.
Sentence you in accordance with that agreement
Sentenciamos a ese acuerdo
to a term
a
of
un
2
término
years
de
in
2
prison.
años en la prisión.
You will receive credit
Va a
on that
recibir
sentence
crédito
for any
también en
time
esa
that you've been in
sentencia por
custody
cualquier
that the
tiempo
law
que ya
gives you the
está en
right to
custodia.
receive.
Ujú.
Those cases
Esos
will run
dos casos
concurrently.
van a
Here's where
ser
people get confused all the time. 2 cases, 2 sentences, but they're running concurrently. That means he's not serving for years. He's serving them at the same time. This is one of the biggest differences between a crushing sentence and a survivable one.
ser
Which means
juntos
together at
en
the same
diferente-
time.
Quiere decir al mismo tiempo los dos casos.
Exacto.
¿ok?
I've handed you the
Le he
trial
dado
court
la
certification
certificación
that shows this
de
was an
este
agreement that I
que es
followed.
lo que la jueza va a hacer acuerdo.
So you did waive your right to
So, sí, no
appeal.
va a poder apelar sus casos.
I've also handed you
También le
a written admonishment
otro papel
regarding your ineligibility
que
to
no
possess a
puede
firearm
procesar
or
una arma
ammunition.
ni
The admonishment is in Spanish.
está en español.
You should read it carefully
Debe de leerlo muy bien.
because if you are in possession of a
Porque si
firearm,
lo hallan que
it
tiene
could
una
lead
arma,
to
This final warning is no joke. An affirmative deadly weapon finding plus a firearm prohibition means zero tolerance going forward. One mistake, one gun, one bullet, and he's right back in the system. Let me ask you, do you think defendants truly understand how long these consequences follow them?
2 charges
puede
against
ser que
you.
le pueden volver a poner cargos.
If you have questions
Si
about
tiene
the
alguna
laws
pregunta sobre las leyes
that make you ineligible to
que
possess
no
a
puedan
firearm
incluir o traer una arma
or ammunition,
o amuniciones
or about how long that
o de qué
lasts,
tanto tiempo tiene que seguir estas reglas,
you can ask Ms.
le
Peraza.
puede preguntar a su abogada.
All right.
Also, Judge, I'm
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt. We'll be dismissing 23D CCR 1412 as part of it.
I will sign the
Y
dismissal
también van a
in
venir
cause number
debajo
23,
causa
DCCR
23
1412
1412
as part of this agreement.
y es en parte de lo que vinieron de acuerdo.
All right. Good luck to you,
¿Se
sir.
entiende? Ajá. Bueno,
Oh, and wait, real quick,
perdón.
in clause number 1414, I am also making an
También
affirmative
voy a
finding of a deadly
agregar
weapon.
que también
Thank you.
pegar. Okay.
Thank you. You can go back to the debate. Thank